Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
I'm back and I'm mad.
Hello people, welcome to the stream yet again this week without our dear friend Jerry, as he is accompanying someone to a drink. Welcome Crispin, Tuffy, Demon Sub, Orinoco Witch, Hazy Boy, My Dog Skip, and Dan Lee. Yes, Tuffy, that was the reason behind being an evil, springy type of thing. But, because I had a hunch that this might be a day without Jerry again, I actually prepared stuff. And I put some thought into it. You might be very irritated as I am. First things first, how's the background audio? I hope it's not too loud. Could it be lower or higher in volume? It's just so I have something in my ear, not just my sodding voice. Danny, I don't think he really wants not to reach 100 episodes, but if he's keeping up the pace of skipping episodes, I'm getting my box of Bot Wars before he gets his 100th episode. And nobody could want that now, could they? Doc Denigan, hello there, General Kenobi. There's a clicky thing that's possibly my spoon while I'm stirring my coffee. I will refrain from doing so in the future. From now on. Coffee. So, also excuse me if I look to the left more than once. I got my... Here is it. My laptop, and I'm trying to watch you lot chat while I'm looking at stuff. So I'm hoping that that'll work. Who knows? Could go horribly wrong. So now let me see if I have the correct browser in my OBS. I have. And there is the first project of the day. So today's theme is Battletech, more or less because it has picked up some steam over at OTT, and I thought to myself I'll grab some projects that had been in the project system on OTT for some time now. This one is by far the oldest, by Eileven. I don't even recognize that name, so I don't know if that is still somebody who's with us. It's a very short project. Basically painting for battle mechs and getting it nearly done. And I don't think those are current models, but let's just take a look at the primed versions. Now I would pretty much say those are older models, if not printed ones. I do recognize the models themselves, but does he say somewhere? Oh, mechs are from Huzza, so they are not 3D printed. And this just goes to show that Battletech has never been out of the loop completely. There has always been some people painting and hobbying with them. So, well, horribly slow. Speaking of your sinus, Tuffy, how is your well-being after you had your not insignificant hay fever attack over the weekend. I hope you're feeling better by now. Hello, Ralph. Yes, Jerry is having a drink or two with somebody he did an interview earlier this day. So, but you and we still have some talking to do in the near future. I think we could do with an intro episode just before Obi-Wan, maybe, perhaps, if you got time and some ideas, because I really want to get back into podcasting. Soap Dodger, welcome to the little stream here. So back to Eileven's project. It's nearly complete. I don't know why they abandoned it, but let's make sure that I use my signature comment. Maybe we can lure them back in. Maybe not. But I love these models very much. So where are you lot at? Yeah, AMG did some previews. I don't think it's Themeborn. He mentioned the name, but I'm sorry. I'm so bad with names. I forgot already. I think it was something different, and I'm pretty sure it was a board game company, but I don't know. Don't hold me accountable on this. So going back to our projects. Where is my list? There's my list. There's the next slightly not as old project. Oh god. It's horrible having more than one window open. Map of the Inner Sphere by Tom D. Revisited after 20 years. So this also is a very short project and also not really completed. But he's taking some ancient metal minis and stripped them and then painted them, and just look at this. I know it's metal and you could reband them, but the sheer it just looks like Bad Hair Day over at Wasp Central. And I think those are the re-released plastics, judging by the mold lines on the bases, and I don't know if those were actually any good. I seem to recall those were pretty bad compared to the modern or current plastics and the older metal ones. Barnes and Noble's got exclusive Battletech stuff? How's that a thing? That's weird. But never mind. So these are interesting models, to say the least. I do like the fact that he's just going bananas on stripping things. 3D printed terrain, hex tiles. See, this is something I still try to get my head around, making proper 3D printed terrain, not for the Alpha Strike version, but for the hex map terrain. It's harder than I thought to get proper alignment right on the hex, but then again, I don't have a 3D printer, so I'm on an advantage at that, or a moral high ground to say. Yeah, but all in all, this is a project where, again, it's not a recent project, and for some odd reason didn't get finished. And I'd really like to see this amount of miniatures after he had stripped them, repainted, and then given it a proper look. And there's a lot in this box. Does he say where he got them from? Oh, stored max for 20 years. Are the plastics really 20 years old? I thought the plastic max were a bit younger. I was under the impression they did metals up around the early 2000s, but then again we're at 2022, so Grim Wolf, you never can have enough, you know that. Better to have than to need. That's the motto. And this is an interesting storage history project. Maybe we can make him get back to the project and finish some of these. Let's just hit all the shiny buttons, and maybe I'm getting another achievement for this. This is the worst thing about, or the useless. I wouldn't say it's a weird thing that I get achievements for just hammering on people's buttons to get their attention to revisit their projects. Because that's basically what it's doing. If you're giving away so many likes and buttons, at some point they will get a message. You've got very much interest in your project. Achievements 2022. Yeah, probably right about that. So, as I've said, today will be themed. So the next project we will look at, again, will be Battletech. Thanks for the link, Ralph. I will take this and put it in the docket for other people later to review and for myself. So I've given you lot the project number. Where's my project? I guess this is the one. And again, struggling with Windows, literally. Jesus John, interesting username, has an even more interesting color scheme on his Battlemax. At least I found them very interesting when I flew over the projects. I'm not quite sure what I want to call this, but it feels a bit like salvage yard, field repair-y. But then again, he does it on every of his miniatures, so I'm betting he's getting a coherent look. Does anybody know if that is a painting scheme that has actually reference in Battletech lore? I can't seem to recognize them. Does he say somewhere here? Rather Designers Republic. Oh. So he's just clinging to other people's work. Well, that's a way to have your work cut out for you. No, Tuffy, you can't say that. Technology is nice, and we welcome our robot overlords. We really do. Yeah, this is an interesting thing. 2/3 blue, a quarter yellow and red. Makes it pop out on the battlefield, I guess. But then again, what's the point in a... however tall the different mechs are, putting them on camouflage? I think most mechs would stick out like a sore thumb. Anyway. Regardless of what theater of war you're gonna see, there's my next reward. 50 nominations for 2022. Jeebus. It's way too easy to game the system. Oh, Toffee, I can't hear myself anyhow because I stopped listening to myself ages ago. No one should listen to myself for that long. Yeah, but very interesting way of getting color onto images. I actually might steal that for my handful of battle mechs that I need to paint. Counting today, I only painted the ones from the whatchamacallit, beginner's box. But I enjoyed that process. The miniatures do like to be painted. I just struggle with coming up with color schemes that don't make them look like children's toys. Yeah, Requiem with the canopy is very nicely done. There was another BattleTech project that I choose not to cover because it had a large-scale model and did also some very nice work on the canopy, but I wanted to stick today with a project like this for just the board game. Welcome, Fulcrum. So this is the next one. Again, an older type. Alpha Strike Mercenary Company by Templar 4836. Again, not a completed project, also a very short one. And that makes me wonder, BattleTech forces aren't that big if you just go for small skirmish games. One would think that you might be able to finish a project within reasonable time. And I just look at the paint job he's done on these. It's very cool looking. The lens effect on the gun, very clean painted. Well done edge highlighting. And he did some of them. Not all, obviously. There's one gray still in the background, but why not complete the project? Come back to us, Templar. Give us the finished project, and I will annoy you with my yet another comment in the comment section. Also, I feel having your chat at that point is not helping. I think I need to find a way to make chat floaty and have it on screen all the time to see what you little buggers are up to. No, Fulcrum, Jerry is out and about and has having a coffee or a beer or something else with some person he had interviewed today. He mentioned something about that the city isn't very interesting, so he needs to be a good host. I guess he'll tell us next week. Potentially. Perhaps, maybe, possibly. Who knows? I guess, Crispin, you're at least 50% right. I guess the later part is up to him if he's into that. Ooh, so that could be a very interesting interview. Jerry interviewing Prince Andrew. Ooh. Let's not dive in too deep that topic. I lost count on project numbers. I guess this will be the next. If not, I'll give you another link. Here it is. Where's my browser gone? Where's my browser gone? Did I give you the correct link? Nope, I didn't. Why didn't I give you the correct link? What's this? Wait a second. Oh, that was the old link? Why did nobody tell me? What's wrong? So, wasn't this a double entry? Did I misfire? Obviously. This is the project. This is the link. Commenting on that soap? I'm not. Hey, Coleraine is famous for cheese. I don't think he's in Coleraine with him. I still struggle to differentiate where Jerry lives and where the studio is. So I'm guessing he's taking whoever it is on a bar tour close to the studio. Back again. Battletech is John's fault. Don't know why that should be John's fault, but Noyatat started a project with Polygon Masterworks sculpts for different Macs that aren't made by Catalyst Game Labs. And this is a very simple but interesting paint scheme. I say simple because it's only mainly two colors, but then again there's much detailing done, which is something I usually can't be asked to be doing. I think what annoys me the most with most Battletech projects is these buggers look all way too clean. I mean, you would think that a Mac that is stomping around any ground would at least get some dirt on their feet, wouldn't they? Because tons of metal hammering down on soil surely does a thing or two for the ground beneath. Yeah, and he takes us on the painting. What's it called? The journey. And if there's one thing that annoys me about Catalyst Game Labs miniatures, it's the fact that they can't come on a base and not separate. I would like to have them separate, but then again, I kind of understand why they are doing it. So this project is basically done. Why is this project not marked as completed? Makes you wonder. Maybe he plans on getting back here if he had enjoyed the game at the end of 2021. I'll see more nominations, more achievements, getting all the achievements, hoarding all the points. At some point I'm going to be Smaug of the point lists. And then again, what's the point of all these achievements? From gluing tiny pieces of plastic card to a huge piece of plastic card is an interesting way to describe whatever you are doing. I hope it's something large? And you're not gluing Legos again. So back to the project block, and then there's the next one. Oh man, I just can't seem to get a grip. Next project will be this year then, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Defense of Sky by Blipvertis. Ah, Gribble, the Ill Clan book. I kind of find the background stories of the clans. Oh no, the background isn't. The clans themselves feel odd. And maybe because they feel, for me, a bit too much. Too artificial? But then again, it's a race that breeds their warriors, so that's potentially par for the course. So Blipvertis just did something that's called the 4th Sky Rangers, and this is basically a battle report. You hear that, Jerry? There's a battle report on BattleTech, and it doesn't have a gold button as far as I know. Maybe somebody should inform Ben. Here's a battle report. Please hand out a golden button. Crispin, what do you say? Is this worthy of a golden button? Oh, we haven't looked at it yet, have we? So, it's not just BattleTech, it's ground vehicles. I'm pretty sure that we have seen part of this project before, because I remember this here picture. Though there's no button mashing on my part done, so have we actually watched this on stream? Or was this just me gloating at other people having fun playing BattleTech? Couldn't tell you. But yeah, so this is a very interesting battle report with a bit of a comic relief here and now. And this is a proper view of a BattleTech terrain amidst the full action. And I'm very thankful for all the arrows pointing at stuff, making it easy for someone who isn't as fluent in recognizing shapes of various mechs to know where is what. Yeah, all in all, this is a complete and full-size battle report on a hex map with terrain and a very interesting read. If you're into your BattleTech, you might want to go and give this one a look through and have a giggle at some of the interesting pictures they took. Sadly, I didn't have the time to read everything, so sorry if I missed anything of interest. But I make sure you lot will remind me next week on what I did miss or not. Speaking of reminding and missing, today I was talking to somebody else about how communities are built, especially if you're coming from the especially if you're starting with a YouTube channel in your hobby. How do you think most communities grow? Is it an organic thing, or is it something you really need to push to get done? And I'm not asking for myself here, although I might be interested in certain things, but I've got the feeling some people try really, really hard and just don't get to grow beyond a certain threshold for some odd reasons, even though they seem to be doing exactly the same as other channels that are significantly larger. And I'm not just talking about Warhammer and not doing Warhammer. If you got any ideas, drop them in the comments below or send me a direct message from via email or on tabletop forums or whatever. Let's compare notes. This is 619. So there's another project coming on. What's happening? So there's Ralph project. So Ralph has done a very extensive project. As he seems to be... Ralph, be honest. Do you have some kind of German blood in your family running? Because you really went on and did some major backgrounding on this here project. So basically what he did is taking the story from the Battletech computer game, the most recent one by Catalyst Game Labs, and Hairbraid Schemes, and converted it into playable faction. Correct me if I'm wrong. And this is the sheer amount of text that has gone in here. This is just mental, and I hope you've written those texts before putting them into the project system so that the project system isn't able to eat it. Because believe me, I had pages upon pages eaten by the project system. And at times I was this close on just saying, nope, can't be asked, won't do any more projects, just go and fuck off. It's copy and paste from the web. Oh, here I am setting you up to have a great effort done and getting a gold button, and you're ruining it by being honest. That's not how you're getting golden buttons. That isn't, no. The music is a generic background music from the YouTubes called Tavern Music, Fantasy Medieval Music, no copyright, Epic Folk, Celtic Music, no copyright. So I'll put the link to the music also into the video description that goes on to YouTube later with the VOD, Danley, so you can have a look-see. And I will just put it here in chat for other people's. Yeah, Demon Sub, I usually do something similar. I don't use Google Docs, but just a plain notepad. Just a text editor. No formatting done in it. Tuffy, possible that I get a copyright strike, but highly unlikely. I was a bit irritated or not up to my game just 10 minutes before stream and had Skyrim background music running because it was a nice listen, and then I remembered, no wait, Skyrim isn't free. That could land myself in the deep end. Yeah, so that's basically what Ralph is up to, and yeah, I'm looking forward for him getting minis and painting them. And now for the most recent project. I bet you all know where this is going. Oh dear, Mr. John Lyons. So, sorry John, I'm still having a very smug face when thinking of how much you overpaid for your box. It could have happened to anybody. And it could potentially happen to me if I wasn't such a cheap person, per se. Yeah, John is going mental over Battletech, it seems. We were talking about how the canopy is painted in another project, and he's just going absolutely mental. Just look at the little signage on the leg, the little transfer. He really wants all of it. Though, to be fair, personally I find the color scheme a bit dull, but that's personal preference. And I'm guessing if he's using a some faction that is in law, he needs to go with the law color. Yeah, Grey Prima, I'm trying to... I'm actually doing something very naughty according to YouTube. I've got on my Some Dude on YouTube channel, I've put almost every creator that is on the OTT Discord as a subscriber. And once or twice a week, I put all the new videos in a watch later list, and then I let it run in the background and hit like on every video that there is. So I'm trying to cheat the system a bit to get others to work, but then again, it doesn't really work. And I'm almost tempted to just go on a painting spree for a week or two and just go upload 10 or 15 short videos just painting one Warhammer miniature to have the keywords crammed in there and then getting numbers up. Oh, so that box of robot that John has, I have too. That's down there. Not the ones that John later then ordered, the additional ones, but the original ones. Welcome the days. Late as usual, but nonetheless very much welcome. So back to John's project here. He's doing a very interesting thing that is doing a step-by-step tutorial for canopies. I think how to put this without being rude. The painting tutorials John did when in studio were good. The picture tutorial he's doing here is very good because it shows the progress you have with each step. The tutorials he's filming at home are not so good. I'm sorry, John, and I know you're very restricted on space at home currently, so I'm trying not to hold that against you, but it shows. It's always like you're crawling into the camera, and that I find that annoying. It's hard to watch. Yeah, Demon Sub, you're absolutely right. From a distance, the camo scheme is looking way different than close up, and I think this is something I forget again and again when painting miniatures and having them right in front of my face. You will rarely ever see them that close to your face again. So this is how it started, and this is how it's going. Great. Great. Though he could have made the effort and have the miniatures all orientated and sorted the same way so that we could have a side-by-side comparison. But then again, well, who would have thunk of that before? Well, I would, because I do the... Now, here's the trick question. Should I hit buttons for John's project, or should we leave him to his own demise? Shall I be evil or generous? There's one vote for pushing buttons. Is there another vote? People, it's on you if I don't do it, people. Mash the buttons too. Give you one more and I may push buttons. Ah! You fail me. Haha, joke's on you. I would have pushed them anyhow, even if it had been off screen, just to get more achievements. That's the thing. I need all the achievements. And I hope at some point later this year I will get my major achievement, being the best button pusher on OTT. Having pushed all the buttons that there are. So, pushing that button as well. Getting here. And then there's, of course, the obligatory "we have seen you." Yeah, Ralph, I totally agree with you. They need to play Battletech on camera, and I'm guessing if anybody will be playing, then it will be Captain Alpha Strike versus John. And John will possibly mangle him, or Justin will cheat his way out of the situation. So those were the Battletech projects that I picked. There were a few more, but those either were already on the show more than once, or had a slightly different theme, and I didn't want to drag them out. Oh, Demon Sub, I think Billiard Sons on camera we will get on OTT when Crispin is visiting the shop and bringing his small fighter craft. See, that's one thing that irritated me when I first joined Beasts of War / on tabletop. Everybody called him Captain Alpha Strike, and I was always thinking that meant he would be playing Battletech. And only much later I realized, no, that's a technique used to cheat your way into winning. So you wake up every day to learn something. Yeah. But then again, basically, this is it for today, lads. I know I'm terribly at doing this on my own, at least not to the level that Jerry is. I do like to think I'm improving a bit, Not much, but a bit. Numbers don't really show that, but then again, we all know that we're here because of that bearded guy. Yeah, Rolf, do that. Grey Primer, if you have any idea on maybe a collab on creators, do so. I'm very much open to many shenanigans. Maybe we can make some kind of what's that called? Not a contest, but something like let's all paint something together, or however. We will think of something. Yeah, do that. And everybody else. Technically, I'm not even around OTT. And guys, don't misunderstand me. I know you're I really appreciate you being here and giving me the support you are. But then again, let's be honest, Jerry is just so amazing in all the knowledge he has, and I'll never be able to just grab behind me and grab something that somebody just mentioned in chat. But then again, who wants that? Well, I would. Okay, let's get cracking. Just like Mel always says, thank you, Demon. Means really much to me, and we will be back next week. I hope with Jerry, otherwise his 100th episode will get pushed out even more. Technically, we could still make it before my birthday. Unless we have some more episodes without him. I might need to think about changing the format when he's not around to have something a bit more interaction with the chat. Maybe look at other things than just the OTT project system. Anywho, I'm rambling, as is tradition. Tightly scripted, 50 minutes this time. We did a bit more than 30, so I say that's a win. And with that note, thank you for being here. Thank you guys on YouTube being there. Bye!